Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the Leading Stars ECCE program brought to you by the Ministry of Education. I am Uncle Matthew, and I will help you to get ready for the day. I hope that you had a good breakfast and that you're ready to get started. Now, we have our circle time. We start our day with the national anthem. So, feet together, hands at your side, stand tall, and here we go. 3, 4. Very good. Now we're going to say the national pledge. We'll be saying this together. 3, 4.
I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of my God and my country. I will honor my parents, my teachers, my leaders, and my elders, and those in authority. I will be clean and honest in all my thoughts, my words, and my deeds. I will strive in everything I do to work together with my fellow men of every creed and race for the greater happiness of all and the honor and glory of my country.
Great job. Now I need you to put your hands together, close your eyes, and bow your head for us to say the school prayer. Are you ready? 3, 4.
Praise be to you, Almighty God, Creator of the universe and all that is in it. We thank you, O Father, for the opportunity which you are giving us to increase our knowledge. May your divine grace enable us to study hard and use what we learn for the good of our fellow citizens. We pray that you will free us from selfishness, lust, greed, anger, and hatred. Warm our hearts with love, fill our minds with understanding, and strengthen our will in the face of difficulties. Help us, O Father, to make our beloved country of Trinidad and Tobago the kind of place you want it to be. A place where human dignity is respected, where equal rights are accorded to all citizens, where hard work is encouraged and rewarded, and where you, O God, reign supreme.
It's time for our good morning songs. You ready to go? Let's sing along.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We hope you have a good time today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We hope you have a good time today.
Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? We're here to work and play, so let's start the day. Good morning, preschool friends, how are you? happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Trinidad is my land, and of it I am proud and glad. But I can't understand why some people just talk it mad. But I know all of them, we're running them out. Don't know what they're talking about. They would paint your black every day, and the right things they would never say. Like our sportsmen being rated among the best. Our scholars have sit and passed every test, and put us alongside the rest. Oh yes, and our beach lake, it's the greatest one of its kind. Our sugar and oil is really refined. So you see, my friends, there's a real king Solomon's mine.
Okay, so we've been standing for a while. It's time to sit down, reach deep into your pockets, take out your listening ears, and prepare for current affairs and story time. Now, you have to listen very carefully because there will be questions after. All right, let's go.
Hello, boys and girls. I am Auntie Mary. I hope you had a good night. And today, we will be talking about the International Day of Sign Languages. The International Day of Sign Languages is a unique opportunity to support and protect all deaf people and other sign language users. Did you know that? Boys and girls, who uses sign language? Sign language is used in the deaf community by the hard of hearing, the deaf, and interpreters for the deaf. In addition, it is used by parents, family, friends, and service providers for deaf and the deaf community who support the use of sign language as a way to communicate. What we really mean as a way to talk. Sign language is a complete visual mode of communication. It is the third most used language in the United States and the fourth most used language worldwide. Sign language users combine hand movements, facial expression, head and body movements to communicate feelings, intentions, humor, and more. How can we support them on this special day? We will sign the word country. Think of holding a shield with your left forearm and polishing the front with your right hand. Let me repeat. Think of holding a shield with your left forearm and polishing the front with your right hand. And that's the sign for country. Wow, that's a lot of information. But to repeat, today we will observe International Day of Sign Languages. I have some more information for you. Do you know why a capital D is used in the word deaf? The capital letter D refers to the deaf community. The common letter in the word deaf refers to the physical condition of hearing loss. Let's go back to the sign you made. What was that sign again? Yes, you learned to sign the word country. Now that you can sign the word country, I hope you will share it with your friends. Thank you for listening. It is time for movements. Let's stand up, touch the ground, and move around. Boys and girls, Welcome to another story time. And the two stories I will read for you today was written by the children of the NGC Children Bokas Litfas Storytelling Caravan. Drama at the Tobago Heritage Festival. Every year, John and Nora took their champion goat, Billy, to race. But one year, Billy ran away from the Boko goat race. The race was about to start. Bah, bah! Billy bleated because he did not want to compete. He pulled away from his jockey, headed off the course and out of Boko. Stop! Stop! Nora, John, and the jockey shouted as they ran after him. But Billy continued running, bleating loudly, "Run, runners! You cannot catch me! I'm the fastest in the land!" He ran all the way to Scarborough and up the hill at Fort King George. Nora, John, the jockey, and some people from Boko village followed. They all shouted, "Stop! Stop!" But Billy shrieked back, "Run, run as fast as you can! You can't catch me!" Everyone was out of breath and tired. "That goat could really run fast," a boy said. "Yes, he could win the race this year," someone answered. Billy heard and looked back. He tripped on a rock and went rolling over and over down the hill. At the bottom of the hill, he stood up and started to run again. He ran all the way to Mount St. George and bounced into a crowd of people eating lunch. "Stop! Come back! You're supposed to be running the race in Boko," screamed John, but Billy raced through the crowd and bleated back, "Run, run! You can't catch me! I'm the fastest in the land!" Because it was a harvest celebration, there was plenty of food: rabbit meat, crab, and dumpling, grilled fish, jerk pork, barbecue chicken, roast duck, fried cassava, stewed peas, dasheen, and curried goat. Curry goat! Billy thought and ran as fast as he could, followed by his friends. He ran onto a field where people were pressing sugarcane. "Stop! Stop!" screamed the villagers, but Billy just yelled back, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the fastest in the land." He ran through Main Ridge Forest, along a riverbank until he reached the beach in Palatuve. Nora and John followed, running up the hills and down again until they got to Castara. In Castara, the Boko posse passed two sisters heating up mud ovens with burning wood and dry coconut husk. The sweet bread, coconut bread, and the cakes baking in the old-time way smelled good, and someone stopped to buy, and Billy kept running. Soon he was in Mount Moriah, where he frightened a wedding party doing the brushback dance from the church to the reception. They jumped aside in fright when they saw Billy's horns. Billy kept running. He ran through the wedding party. Nora, John, and the jockey and a few of the villagers followed, bawling, "Billy!" They chased him. Under a tree in a table piece, people were listening to old-time stories about Indians and slaves as Billy sped through. "Stop!" shouted the villagers. "You are going too fast!" But Billy just kept on running. Fruit bats frightened him and he began running through Plymouth and Black Rock until at last he reached Boko. Nora, John, the jockey, and the Boko villagers who had run all around Tobago were behind him. Billy shouted to the group, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the fastest goat in the island and I can't prove it. He ran onto the racetrack, joining the last race of the day. His jockey followed, but they were so tired. They were last over the finish line. All the same, Billy won a special prize and a trophy because he was the only goat to run across the whole island of Tobago. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this fun story. Could you tell me the names of the people in the story? If you said John and Nora and Billy, you are correct. But what did Billy do? Yes, Billy did not want to run the Boko race. He decided he was just going to run. Could you repeat what Billy was saying? Yes, he said, run. You can't catch me. I'm the fastest in the land. Imagine, Billy was just running. Yes, and he ran through a wedding. He ran through the crowd. He ran where they were baking stuff in a dirt oven. Who could remember what they baked? I'm listening. The sweet bread, coconut bread, and cakes. Good job, boys and girls. I hope you had fun listening to the story. So now I want you to stand up. I want you to stretch your arms out. Yes, put it over your head. Hug yourself. You have been a great listener. Good job, boys and girls.
Hope you listened very carefully. Now you're going to do your individual activities for today. I will be back at 10:45 for stories and rhymes. Have a great activity session. Welcome back to the Leading Stars ECCE program. I hope you enjoyed today's activity. Now, we're going to listen to a story. I hope you remember what to do when listening to a story. Do you remember? That's right. Listening ears. Here we go.
Boys and girls, welcome to Story Time with the ECCE division. I will be reading The Mystery of the Seaweed, and this is written by the NGC Children's Storytelling Caravan. Bravo, Amanda, and Alex live near the beach in Mayaru with their parent, grandmother, and uncle, a fisherman. He often told them the legend of a sea king whom he said he saw on top of the waves riding a giant seahorse. One night, their house shook and the sea became noisy. "It's just a short quake," said Uncle, and they went back to sleep, but woke early as an awful smell was in the air. The children ran down to the sea and found villagers talking excitedly about thick seaweed that covered the beach. No one knew how it got there overnight. Sirens from the police car Ambulances and fire engines screamed through Mayaro. Reporters questioned policemen and villagers. No one knew anything. Trucks, tractors were brought in to remove the seaweed from the beach, and all the schools were closed. Every night, the noise, shaking, and the seaweed washing onto the beach continued. Bravo said to Amanda, "The seaweed mystery lies there, pointing at the ocean." She replied, "Let's borrow Uncle's boat and investigate." "No way," said Bravo. "We'd be in big trouble if Mom and Dad found out." But Amanda responded, "Tonight there's a meeting at the community center, 8 a.m. sharp. Grandma sleeps early. We could sneak out. Ta-da!" That night they tied Uncle's flashlight to the front of the boat and pushed it in the sea. Away from the shore, they started the engine. Soon the boat began to go faster and faster. Just as Amanda said, maybe this wasn't a good idea. The boat's motor stopped. "Oh no! We've run out of gas," said Bravo. Surrounded by pitch black, the cold, frightened children hugged each other. Suddenly, the boat hit something and rocked uncontrollably, and the boat rocking and rocking and rocking. Bravo adjusted Uncle's light. "It's land." They scrambled onto the shore, but it was not Mayaro. Then they saw something fantastic. A pool surrounded by tall coconut trees and mint bushes. More fantastic, sitting under the bright blue water, was a merman resembling King Tristan from the Little Mermaid story. He sneezed. When the merman snorted, "Achoo!" the entire island shook and large amount of seaweed came out of his mouth. "He's spitting seaweed!" Amanda exclaimed. "Who's that?" demanded the merman. "Show yourself at once!" They realized that this was the sea king their uncle spoke about. They told him why they were there. The sea king explained that garbage thrown by humans into the sea causes home to rise from the bottom of the ocean to the top. That dirty environment made him ill and he might soon die. The children promised the sea king that they would talk to the villagers about keeping the village streets, beaches, rivers, and the sea clean. Alex said he would draw some "Don't Litter" signs to put around the village and on the beach. "That's my grandma's recipe for flu," said Bravo, handing the sea king a cup of peppermint tea. The sea king drank and smiled. "For your help, I'll grant you one wish," he said. They all agreed. They wanted to return home and not to get punished for stealing the boat. In the blink of an eye, they were back in bed. The next day, they awoke to a clean beach. They told their parents, who promised to speak about littering at a village council meeting later that day. As they were about to sit down for breakfast, their uncle yelled from outside, "Hey! Who tied this flashlight on my boat?" Bravo, Amanda, and Alex all looked at each other and smiled. Boys and girls, another wonderful story from the Children's Storytelling Caravan. So, let's talk about this story. The name of the story, if you could recall, The Mystery of the Seaweed. And we saw the boys and girls in this story, they found that mystery. But could you remember their names? There were 3 of them: Bravo, Amanda, and Alex. Yes, and they found that mystery. But most important, boys and girls, remember we spoke about becoming guardians of Mother Earth but now you cannot go to the beaches. But whenever you will be able to go again, what I want you to do is not to litter. But even now, I want you not to litter, because the earth is hurt when you litter, and the seas as well. I hope you enjoyed this story. Now, I want you to move around because it's time to sing and dance.
Okay, so that was really good, but let's do it one more time. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, we're gonna be having some fun with music, rhymes, and finger plays.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, sonnez les matines, ding ding dong, ding ding dong. Are you sleeping, brother John, morning bells are ringing, ding ding dong, ding ding dong.
Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away.
Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man?
Here I am, here I am.
How are you this morning?
Very well, I thank you.
Run away, run away.
Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman?
Here I am, here I am.
How are you this morning?
Very well, I thank you.
Run away, run away.
Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Shut them open, give a little clap. Open, shut them, lay it in your lap. Roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them just like this. Wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them, give a little clap. Shut them open, give a little clap. Open, shut them, lay it in your lap. Roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them just like this. Wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them, give a little clap. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Oh, skidamarinka-dinka-dink, skidamarinka-doo, I love you, I love you. When I get the steam up, hear me shout, tip me over and pour me out. The incy-wincy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the incy-wincy spider went up the spout again. The incy-wincy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the incy-wincy spider went up the spout again.
You listened very well. It's time for lunch. Before we eat, there's something that we must do. Who knows what it is we should do? That's right, we need to wash our hands with soap before we eat. Remember, lather your hands and wash between your fingers properly. I will be back at 12:30 for recall. Enjoy your lunch. Welcome back, boys and girls, to the Leading Stars ECCE program. I hope you had a delicious lunch. We had a very fun day today. Can you remember what we did? Yes? Well, let's see.
Boys and girls, it's recall time with Auntie Mary. Could you remember the name of your two stories? Yes, Drama at the Tobago Heritage Festival and The Mystery of the Seaweed. What about that physical activity? I heard you did the marching parade. Good job, boys and girls. I heard you had to march. But if you can't remember how to march, you can sing left, right, left, right, left, right. Yes, you can also repeat it so you can move in time. And I heard for your physical activity, you had to make a puzzle with Her Excellency Miss Paula May Weeks. Yes, I heard you had to do all of that, and that must have been lots of fun. I hope you were able to get your picture. Did you? I'm sure you did. I heard you all are working very hard. Could you remember her name and say it for me again? Yes, Her Excellency Miss Paula May Weeks. And she is the 6th President of Trinidad and Tobago. I hope you remember that information because that is very important. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today. I enjoyed singing and marching with you. Thank you for staying with the ECCE division.
Fall to match the hot sun sunshine ablaze within us all, of many splendid people, different cultures all in one. We need each other's sun and rain to let the flowers bloom again. Our dream is truly big enough to nurture everyone. All wills must work together. Our task has just begun. As we journey ever onward, let's
clean our teeth, clean our teeth, clean our teeth. This is the way we clean our teeth every night and morning. This is the way we brush our hair, brush our hair, brush our hair. This is the way we brush our hair every night and morning. This is the way we have our bath, have our bath, have our bath. This is the way we have our bath every night and morning.
Good evening, it was such a lovely day. Good evening, we had fun, we worked and played. Good evening, it was such a lovely day. Good evening, we had fun, we worked and played.
Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Goodbye, teachers. Goodbye, teachers. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. Goodbye now. Goodbye now.
That's it. We're finished for today. Join me again where we can have another fun-filled day of learning. Have a good afternoon, boys and girls, and stay safe.
Wash your hands, do 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 do. Wash your hands, do 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 do. Wash your hands, do 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 do. Wash your hands. Grab some soap, do 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 do. Grab some soap, do 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 do. Grab some soap, do 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 do. Grab some soap. Rub your hands, do 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 do. Rub your hands, do 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 do. Rub your hands, do 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 do. Rub your hands. Rinse your hands, do 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 do. Rinse your hands, do 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 do. Rinse your hands, do 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 do. Rinse your hands. Dry your hands, do 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 do. Dry your hands, do 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 do. Dry your hands, do 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 do. Dry your hands.
What else can we do?
Cover your sneeze, do 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 do. Cover your sneeze, do 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 do. Cover your sneeze, do 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 do. Cover your sneeze. Cough into your elbow, do 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 do. Cough into your elbow, do 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 do. Cough into your elbow, do 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 do. Cough into your elbow.